Our whole world was shattered, turned upside down.
The young men can't walk and have limited movement.
It's a progressive illness, so you're slowly watching your children get sicker and sicker and sicker.
But some insurance companies are now eliminating coverage for non-ambulatory patients.
So for 16 years, we had nothing but loss. And then now we've actually seen things come back that we didn't have before. So we really want to keep that.
The medicine is now covered by an assistance fund, but they're worried about the future. The Kellys started an online petition to bring attention to the insurance issue. So far, 44,000 people have signed it in support. With Connecticut Families, I'm Sarah Cody.
Hi, my name is Barb Vernetti, and this is my husband, Jim, and we're here to talk about our son, Matthew Vernetti, who has grown up with Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. When we first got pregnant, we were ecstatic. We wanted a boy. We had 2 girls, and so early in the pregnancy, I ended up having emergency surgery, and a month later, we discovered that I was still pregnant, and we were blessed with Matthew at the end of that pregnancy. Matthew was healthy, happy. There was really no problems. He was a good little boy. But I started noticing when Matthew was around 2 that he was having trouble. He couldn't walk upstairs. He had to do stairs one at a time. He couldn't run and play with the other children. Now we know it was because of his muscles, but then we had no idea, So Matthew's disease progressed. We found out when he was 5, which is normally when we find out, because at that time they need their large motor skills and they're not there. They can't use them. And so we took him to the doctor and to get him checked over. The doctor at that time says, looked him over and said, are you familiar with the Jerry Lewis telethon? And I went, well, yeah, isn't everybody? And the doctor says, well, we think your son's got Duchenne's muscular dystrophy and he's going to die before he's 18. This was told in front of my little son, who immediately knew that Mommy was upset and asked Mommy, what's wrong? And I told him, oh, sweetie, I got a horrible headache. I mean, what are you going to say? And so that's the way I learned that my son had this disease and that it was going to progress. And it really changed the family. It was hard. I felt like, have you ever felt like all the wind has been just drawn out of you and you've been knocked over and the rug's been pulled from under your feet? That's what it felt. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, and it's gone. When we first found out, I'd go to a baby shower and I'd cry because my son's never going to have a baby. I'd go to a wedding. My son's not going to be able to get married. So it was, all of these things, all of these feelings just rush into you. Now we're having insurance issues. We went from an insurance company that pretty much, they provided us with everything that we needed. And now we have a different insurance, and I don't feel that they're that understanding, and they're not wanting to cover Matthew. They're not wanting to pay for his 24-hour nursing care and home. They would like to put Matthew in a facility. If his vent should pop off, Matthew's got 6 minutes, and that's it. Matthew cannot breathe on his own at all, so he has to have the ventilator for any breath that he has. That's what keeps him breathing. He likes TV, so we do a lot of TV. Right now, a lot of time is spent on his computer. We've got it set up so that he actually runs the computer with a joystick with his tongue. It is just amazing. He can do anything on that computer that we can do. He can play a game. He can surf the internet. It's amazing. I mean, it's just, you're like, wow, So he communicates by typing with his tongue. What do you plan on doing the rest of the evening?
Make a video.
So starting out, Matt driving his new electric wheelchair with his tongue. It's pretty exciting. He's able to move himself around. He's backing up. Okay, we're going to change the setting and then he can make it the chair move back and forth where he's comfortable. There you go. Okay. There we go. He's reclining back and